Hi, my name is Isabelle Deon, and I'm excited to share with you my team's climate action project, Youth for Biodiversity. First, I'd like to reintroduce my team What We Grew, with members Tahira Collins, Anya Gupta, and Manasvi Denzakuri. We are all juniors at Jericho High School in New York. Our project, Youth for Biodiversity, empowers young people to take an active role in protecting the environment through hands-on education, outreach, collaboration, and action. The main problem we want to address through our initiative is the decline in species diversity and native plants on Long Island. In some regions, native plants now make up as little as 25% of the total vegetation. That's the reality on Long Island today. Natural ecosystems have faced increasing pressure from dense development and human activity, including the spread of invasive plant species. By teaching youth about the importance of native plants, and how they can make a difference, we hope to restore local habitats, encourage sustainable practices, and foster a lasting commitment to environmental stewardship. We aim to achieve this by working towards these goals: securing mentors, sponsors, and volunteers, creating informative materials for distribution, launching a youth-driven social media campaign, designing and leading environmental workshops, and creating and distributing native plant gardening toolkits, as well as applying for grant funding to ensure long-term success. Throughout the past few months, 3 values have defined our journey: empowering passionate youth, building bridges with environmental organizations and community groups, and creating leaders within ourselves and those we reach. Our original vision back in November was to partner with 2 organizations, Rewild Long Island and the Girl Scouts of Nassau and Suffolk County, to launch a youth program focused on environmental advocacy. However, we've hit our first major obstacle. Due to unforeseen circumstances, our proposal wasn't approved by the Girl Scouts. So we had to discuss a new approach, and we pivoted, deciding to bring our mission directly into schools and local libraries, still reaching our target audience and meeting interested youth. We were excited to get back on track. We connected with leaders from Rewild Long Island. I communicated our goals as well as the lessons and workshops we wanted to host. Rewild proved to have many connections, resources, and individuals that were highly crucial to our success. Not only did we get to have meaningful conversations and exchange ideas with Rewild, but they also introduced us to educators in various parts of Long Island who were eager to participate in our native plant workshops. Through Rewild, we met Cornelius Schmid, who is a propagation manager and frequently works with native plants. He shared insights into how native plants support local ecosystems, from improving soil health to sustaining pollinators and wildlife. With help from his expertise, we were able to create educational flyers, handouts, and workshops about Long Island's native plants. Getting to meet with him and work to create something that translated real scientific knowledge into accessible, hands-on learning for our community was extremely exciting. We also designed presentation slides for our educational portion of in-house workshops. In these slides, we gave a brief introduction to native and invasive plants to serve as foundational knowledge that students could teach to others and also apply within their own lives. In addition to our in-person workshops, we recognize the power of meeting people where they already are, on social media. We launched our Instagram campaign as a way to make learning about native plants more entertaining, engaging, and consistent. Our posts range from sustainable gardening tips to native plant identification. We designed, researched, and posted content weekly, garnering over 2.5 thousand views in the last month. Native plant starting kits, which we purchased through the award that we received through PGC, were a valuable component of our initiative. These kits included native seeds, soils and pots, a care card, and other relevant educational materials. They allow students to gain their own hands-on experience by providing the tools and knowledge needed to grow native plants at home. After connecting with the gardening club from our school, we hosted a workshop where we spoke about native milkweed and planted the seeds in biodegradable newspaper cups. The students were all super engaged, and many asked thoughtful questions about how to care for their plants, how milkweed supports pollinators like monarch butterflies, and what other native species they could grow at home. It was so rewarding to see their curiosity turn into excitement as they realized the impact even one single plant could have. We also worked with the head teachers of the science, research, and agriculture business classes and brought our workshops there. We planted native milkweed seeds that can later be planted in our school garden. The seeds have continued to grow well over the past 2 weeks, and they show promise for creating a transformative impact on biodiversity at the school. One of the most exciting milestones in our journey was being awarded a $2,250 grant from Earthrising to help support our project. This funding will be instrumental in helping us expand Youth for Biodiversity, and it allows us to purchase materials for our seed starting kits, improve our educational resources, and reach a wider audience through workshops and outreach efforts. To show our success, we are tracking key metrics such as the number of workshops we hosted, a number of Instagram followers, and more. To date, we have completed 3 workshops, and we have 2 more scheduled with 2 different school districts on Long Island, one on May 27th and the other on June 17th. We hope to conduct at least 10 workshops and reach out to 500 students by the end of this year. We are also slowly building our Instagram followers, but we've already seen a lot of engagement with views and likes. If you're not following us already, please do so. Our team is so proud of what we've accomplished to date. We realize it takes persistence and a lot of follow-up to make things happen. Our outreach to schools and libraries oftentimes went unanswered, which hindered our ability to conduct educational workshops and extending our timeline. Also, scheduling workshops at school wasn't easy as it conflicted with our own school schedule. However, we plan to continue the work we started. Through the support of our community, the passion of young people ready to take action, and the courage to reach out and persist, we learned that real impact is built over time through connection, opportunity, and unwavering commitment. In the future, we will continue our partnership with Rewild and extend collaboration to other organizations who are dedicated to this cause. As for educational materials, our next steps are to create a website where educators and youth leaders can access our teaching materials digitally, so our workshop formats can be translated into their own schools and groups. We plan to continue posting consistently on our Instagram to reach a wider audience and provide informative guides to native plants and gardening that are accessible and convenient. We're working on establishing a network of at least 10 youth volunteers through social media to help us continue to host workshops and presentations at various locations. We will follow a train the trainer model where we teach youth about native plants and how to spread that information to others, which will create a cycle of compounding impact. Beginning in June, we've arranged to be at a local farmers market, educating visitors on native plants, and we will be distributing native plant kits. Through the market's Young Entrepreneur Program, Youth for Biodiversity secured a dedicated stand, advertisement, and community support at no cost. Finally, to ensure the continued growth of our workshops and outreach efforts, we plan to actively pursue additional grant opportunities. Securing funding will allow us to expand the number of workshops we offer, provide more native plant seed kits to students, and enhance the quality of our educational materials. The concept of Youth for Biodiversity may not have been born without Project Green Challenge. This challenge showed my team that it takes a lot of hard work, energy, and dedication to bring about change. What we found most inspiring is that the future generation is eager to learn, be involved, and take action to protect the environment and make an impact. We want to thank Turning Green, our mentor, ambassador, and all of our supporters. This was truly an inspiring experience. Thank you.